All right, I apologize. Apparently, this did not go live at first, but we've had goals here for Ashburn by Rubenstein and by, we believe O'Neill was the other one. I'm not sure. But either way, Ashburn coming in with a 2-1, and that's icing, and that'll give us a face-off down at the other end. So I apologize for those that were looking for the broadcast. I don't know what happened. I hit go live, and it looked like it was working, but now apparently, uh, so we are up 2-1 here. We've got 8:15 remaining as Palmyra comes back through center. Now Rutherford working his way in. He takes a shot towards the net. That's blocked up by the netminder. Now behind the net with it, Ryan, and that puck comes off, or the net comes off, as Ryan was checked in to the net by a Palmyra player. A Rutherford in for this faceoff. He ties that one up, but it's taken by Palmyra. Palmyra sends it around, looking to clear the zone. They do. They get it back here to center, trying to work it right back out, and now sent across. Oh, sorry about that, guys, with the camera. Now that shot towards the net, blocker aside by DeVos, who's in net for Ashburn. Sent out by Donovan. Finally does get out and gets down the ice. That's not going to be far enough for icing. Now being sent around, held up there by Rutherford. He keeps it in temporarily, but it's sent back out by Palmyra. And that's not going to be icing. I don't know why that's not icing. But the official has decided it wasn't going to be icing. Now Rutherford comes away with it. He's going to skate it up. He looks, he finds it for Wu. Wu working his way in. He loses an edge, loses the puck, and has to dump it in. Now Palmyra looking to get out of the zone. They do. They send it up. No icing on this. It's tipped by an Ashburn stick. Now being sent up, sent out. Looking to get out of the zone, and here comes Wu. Wu coming around on the far side boards. He dumps it in and around. Feliciano giving chase to the near side corner. He gets there. He holds on. He's trying to get out of there, and now Palmyra coming away with it. And that's going to be a tripping call coming up on number 9, Murphy. So that will be a tripping call that is going to happen. You can't hear commentary? Can everybody hear my commentary? Please type in the chat on this if you cannot hear the commentary. Trying to work with this mic and camera setup. So one of the things I got to work through. All right, so this is coming down the ice. Now Ashburn gets it in. Rubenstein giving chase. Now behind the net, looking to get their way out. Sending their way up. Tipped off by O'Neill, but Palmyra holds onto it at neutral. They get out of it, checked up off the puck by Ultima, and now around and out of the zone. That is sent all the way down, and that might curl towards the net, but curls just wide. So that is icing, and that'll give us a face-off back down here inside the Ashburn zone. We have 5:35 remaining. Ashburn still killing on the penalty by Murphy. Now that face-off sent around. Working their way through. Here comes Radiman. Radiman trying to get it out of the zone. It's held in by Palmyra temporarily. Now sent out of the zone by Ashburn. Now giving Chase Lowe his leads. Comes through center, but not able to. And then sent right back out by Radiman. And that face-off, or that puck gets sent right back in by Palmyra. Sorry, I was anticipating an offsides there on the other side. That didn't happen. All right. Now back to the point for Palmyra, trying to get it out. It is sent out by Radaman. Radaman sends it down, but too far for icing. So that is sent down for icing, and that'll give us a face-off inside the Ashburn zone. Looks like Ryan going to take this face-off for Ashburn on the penalty kill. That face-off won by Ashburn, but taken by Palmyra. Now sent around behind the net, Rebic. Rebic watching the Palmyra players. They try to set up this power play with 24 seconds remaining on it. There's another. Oh, not a penalty. They're not going to call that one. That is sent around and out and no icing. There was no icing. There's no icing, but the front ref called it icing. Uh, Face-off probably should be outside the zone because he blew it dead for icing, but it wasn't. But either way, face-off inside. Ryan in for this face-off. Ryan in for this face-off for Ashburn. Face-off taken by Ryan, and nobody wants possession of the puck. Now Palmyra will take it. They're going to work to break out. Sent down the ice. Not able to get quite to it, and working their way out. Now, Ryan working his way forward. And we are back at full strength is Ashburn. And that is offsides as Cal tried to glove that one down, but not able to quite get to it there. Rutherford in for this faceoff. That is won by Palmyra. Sent up, blocked away by Rutherford on that shot from the point. And now working his way out is Morse. Morse working up the middle, trying to get it out. Not able to, but Rutherford will recover in his own defensive zones. Try to send it out. It's blocked away by Palmyra. Sent back towards the net. Now O'Neill's got it. O'Neill's got it with Rubenstein. Rubenstein working his way into the corner. And working back out to center. And sent in. Not able to get it. And it's sticked aside by DeVos, but I think he was trying to cover it. Wasn't quite able to. Now taking Morse. Morse pushing the puck. O'Neill now towards the net, trying to push it out. Now Rutherford gets it. He gets it up to O'Neill. He gets it to O'Neill, but he's not going to make it in time for icing, and that puck just missed on that pass. Otherwise, O'Neill would have been in alone. But nonetheless, that's icing, and that'll give us a face-off back inside the Ashburn zone. We have 54.9 seconds, so less than a minute remaining here in the first period. Ashburn holding on to a 2-1 lead. Face-off won there by Murphy. Now Sterbutzel. Sterbutzel works it around, trying to get it through. He sends it up, looking for Rademan. Rademan looking to try and get it into the zone. It is taken by Leeds. Leeds loses an edge, holds onto the puck temporarily, but now at Palmyra leaks a guy back and taken out and gets away with a possible trip there. But it is tipped out to center by Rademan. Murphy with it, trying to get through, sending it across, not able to get it much farther than center, and it's dumped right back in by Palmyra. Now being sent out. Here comes Leeds. Leeds has Rademan. Rademan just misses it, but he tips it into the zone. Oh, no. He didn't wave off the icing. He waved off the offside, saying it was onside. So face-off going to be right back here inside the Ashburn zone. 5.6 seconds remaining. That face-off tied up by Kyle. Sent back towards the net. Quick shot. And after one period, it is Ashburn 2, Palmyra 1. Shots on that in that period, 14-5 in favor of Ashburn. All right, hang with me here, and we'll be right back for the second period. All right, we're back and we're ready for the second period. Ashburn starting this period with the same way we started the first period with Cal, Raderman, and O'Neill up in the forwards. Back at defense, Voltima and Van Benton. So a little bit of a change on defense from the way they started the first period. All right, that is sent out to center. Taken. Now Palmyra looking. There's a shot that goes towards the net, but that goes high up over. And now O'Neill trying to work his way through the zone, not able to. And that is sent right back in. Voltima going to chase it down in his own zone, sends it around for Van Benton. Van Benton working to try to get it up. And held in at the line and now pushed out to center by Cal. Sent across by O'Neill as he tries to get it through to Rubenstein. Now Bultima holds the line. He takes a shot towards the net, knuckleballs in, and gloved down by the netminder. And we'll get a face-off here to the left, to the right of the Palmyra goal. Now Rutherford in for this face-off. He ties it up, but it's taken right back by Palmyra. Palmyra working their way through center. That's sent in on net and covered up by, DeVos in net. So covered up. That face-off won by Rutherford. He gets it back to, Apostolescu. Now leads, looking, trying to get it up for Rutherford. Wasn't able to. Keeps himself on side there. Puck is sent up. Rutherford's going to chase it down in the corner. Sends it back towards the net. Looks, tries to get a shot off. He sends it back to Morse. There's a shot towards the net. It bounces up and still loose. And scored! That goal scored by Leeds on the assist by Morse and possibly a second assist to Rutherford. And that makes it 3-1 in favor of Ashburn. Now back in for this face-off, Rutherford with Leeds, and he ties that one up. Taken, not able to get back. Palmyra coming back, drop in for Palmyra. He takes a shot towards the net. That's blocked away by DeVos. Sent up, now Leeds. Leeds looking up. He gets it over to Radaman. Radaman sending it towards the net. Nope, he holds on to it. Not able to send it towards the net. Now Rutherford sends it back. He looks, he's got Morse. Morse comes in, takes a shot towards the net. That's gloved down by the netminder and held on to, and we'll get a face-off off to the right of the Palmyra net. 15:07 remaining here in the first period. Still 3-1 Ashburn. Now Feliciano is going to be in for this face-off for Ashburn. He sends it back to Stabutzel. Stabutzel tried to send it across for Rebic, but it's tipped away. But able to hold the line was Ashburn. Now behind the net is Ryan. Ryan sends it back, looking for Donovan. Now Ryan sending it across, trying to get it to Feliciano. Nope, he's going to send it back. Now he gets it back to Rebic. Rebic sends it back in deep. Sent around. Now Stabutzel with it. Stabutzel checked off, but he holds on to the play. Now Rebic going to pinch in on that centering attempt by Stabutzel that went too far. Now Palmyra with it behind the net, looking to try and get themselves through. Rebic still holding the line. Ashburn trying to keep the pressure on in the offensive zone. Now in the far side corner, finally sent out to center, where it is taken by Stabutzel. Stabutzel sends it right up, tipped in by Ryan, onsides at the line, and sent right back out by Palmyra. Palmyra gets a guy changing, and that is offsides at the line as that puck trickled off the stick of Palmyra, and he overskated it, so the puck came in after him. So the difference being it's offsides. Offsides if you it's not offsides only if you have full possession and back into the zone. Other than that, any other instance of where your team puts it into the zone where it's offsides is offsides. So that was one of those situations, even though he was the last one to touch it. All right, Palmyra coming back through neutral. It's sent back down. There, Palmyra with it behind the net, looking for it. Sent out front, tipped away there at the line by Murphy. Now that's tipped aside by McMillan for Palmyra. I think he was looking for a tip on net, and that gets out now to center. Palmyra sends it down, but that pass that he was looking for, the forward did not cut, and that'll give us a face-off here inside the Palmyra zone, off to the left of the netminder. 13:19 remaining here in the first period. Or second period. Ashburn holding on to a 2-1 lead. Rutherford in for this face-off for Ashburn. He sends that one back. He gets it to Rubenstein, excuse me. Rubenstein with the shot. That gets sent aside. That is held in at the line by Morse. Now sent across as that squeaks out to Apostolescu. Apostolescu sends it up to Rubenstein. Rutherford gets checked up off the puck. Puck is sent behind, though. Now sent towards the net by Rutherford. A shot and a goal by Rubenstein on the assist by O'Neill and Rutherford. And that is 4-1. Ashburn. All right. Now Rutherford wins that faceoff back to Apostolescu. Who sends it up looking for Rubenstein. Now Apostolescu trying to get it. It is sent in. Sorry, the goal light is still on. Turn that off. All right. Now O'Neill. O'Neill sends it around as Ashburn looks to break out of the zone. Now sent in offsides by Irwin for Palmyra, and that'll give us a face-off just outside the Ashburn zone. Face-off now by Feliciano. That's won by Palmyra. Palmyra sends it around. Still holding the line, Palmyra. That's Irwin. Now sent out of the zone, getting it up to Leeds. That is probably offsides at the line, not called by the official though. So if it's not called by the official, it's not offsides. All right, now working their way through. Here comes Palmyra. Palmyra working their way in. Sent back towards the net, but blocked away by the defense. Revich going to send that one around. Leeds tries to get it out of the zone. Can't. Feliciano sends it up to Leeds. Leeds sends it through. He gets it to Rademan. Rademan working his way through. And Leeds was about 2 steps off sides there as Rademan came into the zone. And that'll give us a face-off here outside the Palmyra zone. 11:47 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn leading this one by a score of 4-1. Cal in for this face-off for Ashburn. He pushes it forward to Donovan. Donovan sends it towards the net, and that puck gets sent up. And it was played by a high stick by Palmyra, but washed out after Cal played it. Now sent back to the point. Kept in at the line by Van Betten. He sends it around now. Leads. I'm sorry, that's Donovan. Donovan trying to hold. That is sent all the way down by Palmyra. It is not going to get far enough for icing. And it's recovered by Van Betten. Now Van Betten taken down with the trip. And that will give Ashburn their first power play of the game. As Palmyra gets called for the trip. Now leads in for this face-off to start the power play for Ashburn. That face-off won by Leeds. He sends it back for Rubenstein. Rubenstein sends it to Morse. Morse takes a shot that's stopped by the netminder, and we'll do it again just off to the left of the Palmyra goal. Leeds wins that face-off. He sends it over to Rubenstein. Rubenstein now to O'Neill. Cal holding the line, or holding it in along the boards so it doesn't get out to the line. Now Rubenstein behind the net. He sends it over for Leeds. Leeds sending it across. He gets it to Morse. To Cal. Cal takes a shot. That is gloved down by the netminder and held onto. And we will get a face-off here to the right of the Palmyra net. Leeds wins that faceoff, gets it over to O'Neal. O'Neal to Cal. Cal looking across. He gets it to Morse. Morse takes a shot towards the net. That goes just wide. And Cal holds it in along the boards. O'Neal has it in the corner. O'Neal working. He's got Palmyra player with him. Now Cal. Cal sending it back down low. Sends it around behind the net. Leeds is now on the other side. He's got it. He sends it down low for Rubenstein behind the net. Rubenstein to Leeds to Morse. Morse sends the puck towards the net. That shot is wide. Now another shot screened. Puck is still loose in front. Puck is still loose in front, and it is sent down. And that is icing. And so 71 white, that is O'Neal. So you got him for cross checking in front of the net. I didn't see the cross check, but the faceoff will be faceoff set the other end. All right, coming work is out. Feliciano. Feliciano working his way along the end. Coming through. It's now back to the point. Sterbutzel. Sterbutzel has it. He shoots it toward the net. Sent towards. Now Sterbutzel. It is sent up. It does not hit the roof. It was close. That's held in at the line by Palmyra as they are 3 seconds away from being on a power play. They are now on a power play. Shot towards the net, held onto by DeVos, and we'll get a face-off inside the Ashburn zone. With 9:09 remaining in the second period, 1:09 remaining on the penalty to O'Neal for cross-check. That face-off won and sent all the way around by Cal, and that is icing. And we'll do it again. I'm sorry, that wasn't Cal, that was Voltima. That face-off won by Palmyra. Palmyra working it on the power play now, trying to get through. Van Benton gets it up, and it's sent up by Murphy, but not out of the zone as it's held in. Now there's a shot towards the net, gloved down by the post, and we'll get another face-off inside the Ashburn zone. Now working his way out. Donovan getting it. He's got a shorthanded opportunity. He takes the shot. That's tough. That's blockered aside by the Palmyra netminder. Sent up, not out. And through center, here comes Palmyra. Palmyra working their way up. They dump it in, and it went off of a Ashburn stick, so that's going to be a face-off inside the Ashburn zone. That shot towards the net misses. Now Morse, as Palmyra has it behind the net, Morse watches it now. Apostolescu is sending it around to the top. And Ashburn is now back at full strength. Now sent up Rubenstein. Rubenstein just ices the puck, and face-off will happen right back down here. That face-off won by Palmyra. They send it back towards the net. That's sent aside. Morse looking to clear the zone. Now trying to get down. Not, and that's going to be icing. And a face-off that will come all the way back down. So Rutherford in for this face-off for Ashburn. He wins that back across to Revich. Revich sends it up to the boards, trying to get it out of the zone. Not able to. Held in still by Palmyra. Now Rutherford comes away with it. He looks up, trying to get it across for Leeds. Leeds working it back up, trying to dump it in. Now Rutherford takes it. He gets pumped off the puck there. And held on. Now Leeds. Leeds with it in the corner. He's checked up off the puck. Rutherford with it now. Rutherford looking towards the net. He sends it back up top for Revich. Revich takes a shot towards the net. The puck is loose. And that'll give us a face-off just to the left of the Palmyra net on that shot by Revich. Now Feliciano, he sends that. He wins that face-off. It's sent towards the net by Van Benton. Now back to down low. Feliciano sends it for Donovan. Now behind the net, looking for it. Held in it along the boards by Voltima. Voltima holding on to it. He sends it back low. Now behind the net, Feliciano giving chase. Feliciano's got it. He sends it back for Van Benton. Van Benton takes a shot, and the puck is covered up by the netminder, and that'll give us a face-off. That face-off won by Feliciano. He sends it back to Pasteles. That was Van Benton again. Now Feliciano gets a turnover in front to Donovan. Donovan blocked out front though by the, I don't know if the goaltender made that save or if that was a defenseman. Still working the puck through, and now here comes Feliciano. Feliciano avoids a check. He's looking to get it through. Defense popping him off at the corner, and now sent out, but not able to get it out of the zone. Now here comes Palmyra working in at 2-on-1. Great back check there by Donovan. He sends it back. Feliciano trying to get it out of the zone. It gets out, and that is offsides at the line, and we'll get a face-off just outside the Ashburn zone. We are down to 5:47 remaining in the second period. Ashburn holding on to this 4-1 lead. Kyle was in for the face-off for Ashburn. Got it sent out. Now being sent down. Here comes Morse. Morse sending it up, looking for Wu. Sorry about the camera, guys. Sent up. Wu gets it out of the zone. It's sent down. Chase being given there. Not able to hold the line, Cal, so they'll have to come back and regroup. Well, Ashburn regrouping now. Turned over by Cal at the line. And Palmyra able to hold the zone. Now being sent towards the net. Blocked away, though, by Morse out front. Cal sending it up. Looking for somebody, but it's going to be icing. And we will get a face-off all the way back down inside the Ashburn zone. With 5:02 remaining here in the second period. Rutherford in for this face-off for Ashburn. He wins that one back. Revich gets it down. He sends it up the boards, trying to get it out. Not able to. And now turned over to the middle and a shot by DeVos. And another shot, another save by DeVos. Just getting it out behind the net. not able to corral the puck, but sent back out. Now out front, Rutherford intercepts that pass, gets it up, and finally gets it out of the zone. Puck is right here in neutral. Sent across as they look to get back into the zone. Rutherford tips that puck out. It's held in at the line temporarily. Now Rutherford sending it up. He gets it to Rubenstein. I'm sorry, that was Strabutzel, not Rutherford. And that is tipped in on net by Rubenstein and held onto by the Palmyra netminder. And we will get a whistle and a faceoff inside the Palmyra zone. Feliciano in for this faceoff for Ashburn. He wins that back. Van Benton whiffed on the shot, wasn't quite able to, and now back comes Palmyra 3-on-2 if they hurry. That one sent towards the net. Shot saved by DeVos. Now being sent up and gets out of the zone and sent in offsides. Offsides at the line, and we will get a face-off just outside the Ashburn zone. Then, yeah, face-off is at. Well, I'm not sure what the discussion was. The face-off was. The other referee was probably right because that probably was. Um, Now sent down, working their way out. Ott for Palmyra, taking it deep in his own zone as he's trying to regroup. Leeds holds it though for Ashburn inside the zone. Now trying to work their way through, and now Palmyra coming back. Palmyra working his way back. McMullen checked up off the puck with the stick. Or sorry, the puck was checked with the stick, not McMullen himself. All right, and working their way back. Now sent out to center by Leeds, working his way through. Sent in. Feliciano with the puck. He sends it up. He gets it out of the zone. Not called by the official. Did not see the puck come out of the zone. So play continues. And folks, this is not the NHL, so there's no review if it should have been. Now bumped off the puck by Feliciano. Palmyra with it into the near side corner. Center towards the net. And now working his way out is Feliciano. Feliciano working through center. He works into the zone. He's stopped up there, but is able to get the puck off to Radaman. Now, Strabutzel sends it in. So there's going to be a penalty for too many men on Ashburn. Bad spot to change whenever the puck is right in front of your own net or in front of your own bench. So now killing. Now sent out. Palmyra towards the net. Shot saved by DeVos. Cal back in for this face-off on the penalty kill for Ashburn. They didn't even run anything off of that because they didn't wait for the penalty to be up. They'll run 5 seconds off. That's close enough. All right. So they ran 5 seconds off of the clock there because there was play and they had to wait for the scorekeeper. Shot towards the net. That's blocked out front by Cowell. Now not able to get it out of the zone. That's held in. Working their way through. Coming behind the net. And there's going to be a trip coming up on Apostolescu. That shot towards the net tipped. Still maintaining. Now working it towards the net, shot by Save, and finally sent out of the zone by Cal. And on that touch up, there'll be a trip coming up on Apostolescu for penalty for tripping. So 5-on-3 for the next minute 19 for Palmyra. We have a minute 54 remaining in the second period. Ashburn still holding on to this 4-1 lead. Rutherford in for this faceoff. That's tied up and taken by Palmyra as they work. Set towards the net. Blocked aside by DeVos and still loose. And the net comes off its moorings. And so that'll give us a stoppage and a face-off inside the Ashburn zone. All right, Rutherford in for this face-off. He pushes it forward, but it's taken by Palmyra. Now, shot towards the net. That's blocked out front and saved by DeVos. Now, that face-off won by Ratterman for Ashburn, and it squeaks out of the zone and gets out to center. Now, looking his way through, working across. Palmyra looking to break in. 5-on-3. Not able to. Morse gets it up and held in at the line. Now sent across. Now a shot towards the net. Saved by DeVos. And now working to Sterbutzel trying gets taken down, but not. And there's a penalty. Oh no, the net came off again. So so we have 18 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. 53.2 remaining in the period. Now that faceoff won by Palmyra and working their way through. Now a shot and a save by DeVos and another shot towards the net and glove down. He wasn't able to hold on, so it's still coming through. And now back towards the net. That blocked out front by Donovan. And now at a 5-on-4 for the remainder of this period if they don't score. Now Moore sends that one up, gets it out of the zone. And that was pretty close to too many men on the ice there for Palmyra. Not called, though. And there's a shot. And sent out of the zone. And now here comes Van Benton. 8 seconds left. He's got Ratterman with him. And he takes a shot towards the net. Oh, popped up. And that will do it for the second period. That will do it for the second period. There are 6 seconds remaining on the penalty to number 17, Apostolescu, for tripping. And then he will be out of the box as we begin the third period here in about a minute. All right, folks, and we are back for the third period. After that period, Ashburn had 16 shots on goal, 12 shots on goal uh, for Palmyra. That gives Ashburn a two period shot total of 30, and Palmyra a 2 period shot total of 17. We begin the third period 4-1 in favor of Ashburn. That faceoff won by Palmyra. Now they send it down and get it down into the offensive zone. Now behind the net, Morse. Morse looking across, trying to get through, cannot quite get there. And now Apostolescu working up, coming across. Here comes Van O'Neill. O'Neill dumps it in, and Ashburn is now back at full strength. So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Morris holds the line temporarily, but pushed out by Palmyra, and they'll get it through center. Now, looking across, Rubenstein. Rubenstein finds O'Neill. He's got a partial breakaway, but he is caught. Now sent towards the net, but Rubenstein not quite able to get to it. He sends it back towards the net. That pot shot is tipped on net by the defense and held onto by the netminder for Palmyra, and we'll get a face-off inside the Palmyra zone. Now Rutherford in for this face-off for Ashburn. He wins that one, or ties it up anyway, and finally won back. And now sent out, though, by Palmyra as they got possession of it. Working their way through. Kept in by Ratterman. Ratterman sends it to Rutherford. Rutherford sends the puck towards the net. That is stopped underneath the pad of the netminder. And that'll give us a face-off. It's the whistle blows. Rutherford still in for the face-off here. He wins that across to Ratterman. Ratterman sends it back to Revich. Revich down to Ratterman. In the corner. He sends it around behind for Rutherford. Rutherford puts it out front, but nobody home. And that puck gets out of the zone. And are they saying the puck was played with a high stick? They're saying the puck was played with a high stick. So puck was played by a high stick, and they'll get a face off inside the Palmyra zone. That face off won by Feliciano. Held in now as they try to clear it. Held in the line by Boltima. Boltima trying to get through. Ashburn looking to break out of their zone. They do get out, and it is sent down and working their way down the zone. Now pushing his way out, Donovan. Donovan working his way out to Feliciano. Now Donovan sends it down. It gets around behind the net. Ryan giving chase, taken by Palmyra, but not able to clear it by Donovan's stick in the corner. Now, working their way out of the corner comes Palmyra. Palmyra working their way up, coming through. He dumps it in, and it goes wide of the net, and now behind the net. Now Palmyra with it behind the net, looking for in the corner, looking for an offensive scoring opportunity. Now sent behind. Here comes Boltima. Boltima giving it up, tries to send it out to, I don't know who that was, but another shot, 2 point blank shots and 2 big saves by Thomas DeBose for point blank. No defense on the 2 players, and it gets out. There will not be icing on this as it is sent through. Now kept in by Ryan. Ryan tried to toe drag around, but it's poke checked off his stick, and now back comes Palmyra through center as they come into the zone, but that is offsides. But it was put into the zone by Ashburn, so no offsides call coming. Now working his way through. Here comes Murphy. Murphy drops it off for Wu. Wu takes a shot. He scores! That goal. Wu from Murphy. And that is a 5-1 game. That face-off taken by Cal. Cal wins the face-off. Now Palmyra looking to get this way through. Taken by Cal now. Cal working his way up the zone. He sends it down low. Morse keeps it in at the line. And now Apostolescu with it. Murphy sends it down. He gets it around to Cal. Or Cal, sends it around Cal, giving chase in the corner. Now Cal with it. Push up along the boards by Palmyra, not able to get out as it's held in by Morse. Now it does get out. Morse will regroup with Apostolescu at center. Now send across. He finds Wu. Wu pushes it into the zone. Rutherford giving chase behind the net. Sent around by Palmyra, but out of play. And that'll give us a face-off inside the Palmyra zone. We have 13:02 remaining here in the third period and in this game. Ashburn holding on to this 5-1 lead. Rutherford now in for this face-off. He wins that back. He gets it across to O'Neill. O'Neill sends it back to Strabuzzo, who sends it towards the net. Face-off. Excuse me. At the face-off, Doc, Rutherford trying to take a shot on net, but he misses it. Now behind the net, Rutherford. Rutherford taken out of the play on a check. Now sent back, helped in by Strabuzzo. Strabuzzo sends it towards the net. Another shot goes wide of the net. O'Neill with it now. O'Neill in the corner. He's got it behind the net. He's looking out front. That's sent up, but not out of play. Pinched in by Strabuzzo. Strabuzzo in the corner. He gets it down low for Rubenstein. O'Neill. Rutherford tries to hold the line there as he was covering for the defense, but not able to. He sends it across to Ravitch. Ravitch sends it across to, now sent up to O'Neill by Rutherford. Now to Rubenstein. Rubenstein with the shot that goes high up over the net. That stays in play. Now sent out. Strabuzzo trying to send it. He is checked as the play is ongoing. That shot towards the net, and there's a goal. So for those that are wondering why the play did not stop, the play does not stop when the other team has possession of the puck. So although Strabuzzo was hurt on the hit at the line, which was a legal hit, mind you, the play does not stop until Ashburn were to gain control of the puck. So Strabuzzo did get up under his own power and skated off to the bench. So hopefully he will be no worse for the wear. We do have another game this afternoon, but hopefully he's doing all right. All right, that face-off won by Palmyra. Palmyra does get it into the zone. Working their way back out. And now Feliciano just misses him, but Raderman holds on to it temporarily. But now Palmyra coming back through center. Palmyra on sides at the line, sends it down low. Now Feliciano. Feliciano checked up off the puck. Fultima gets it up. And now they do get it out of. Pretty sure that's offsides, but not called. Now working their way through. Here comes Van Benton. Van Benton sends it across for Leeds. Leeds gets it into the zone on sides, holds the line. Feliciano sends it deep, but now it comes out loose. And that shot is just off of the pipe. Another shot towards the net. DeVos holds on to it. Another one. He sticks it aside as DeVos continue to keep. Now working their way out. Leeds sends it down, and he's going to go ahead and ice it. And that'll give us a face-off inside the Ashburn zone. Cal in for this face-off for Ashburn. Yeah, Cal with the face-off. He sends it through Morse. Now popped up by Feliciano. Feliciano gets it down, and there's a shot not on net. Shot is now covered up by the netminder. Held on, and we'll get a face-off inside to. I'm sorry, that was Ryan on that side, not Feliciano. It looked like 97. I thought he was just out on the ice. So this was Ryan with that break into the zone that almost resulted in the sixth goal for Ashburn. Kyle in for this face-off. He wins that over to Donovan. Now down low for Ryan. Ryan sends it through the crease. Not in. Held in at the line by Moore. Now held by Kyle. And now there's a break for Ashburn or for Palmyra. He comes in. He takes a shot and he scores. That break for Palmyra, and it is 5-3. So 9:58, plenty of time remaining in this game. So now Rutherford in for the face-off. He tied it up, taken though by Palmyra. Palmyra got some jump in their step now. Now it's behind the net, Revich. Now Rutherford into the corner, looking to clear. He sends it up to Rubenstein. That's tipped. That was tipped. Must have been tipped by Rubenstein. I thought it was tipped by the Palmyra stick. But either way, icing is called. So we have icing with 9:42 remaining. Face-off coming up inside the Ashburn zone. That face-off won by Rutherford. He sends it across. Revich with it. He sends it up for Rubenstein. Rutherford takes it though. Rutherford's looking. He drops it off, looking for Rubenstein. Now Rubenstein to Rutherford. Sent back behind. Revich. Revich sending it towards the net. And it is tipped by a stick of the defender and out of play. And that'll give us a face-off here inside the Palmyra zone. 9:20 remaining in the third period. Ashburn holding on to a 5-3 lead. Feliciano will be in for this faceoff for Ashburn. He wins that back to Murphy, and it is sent out of the zone. Now, Ultima giving chase. He's able to go ahead and get that puck right back out of the Ashburn end into neutral. Puck is still now out and checked up. Now a shot towards the net. Being sent out. Wu with it. Wu having a hard time holding on to that puck. And sent down. Now continue to work through. Now tipped into the zone by Murphy. No icing. Now that's sent all the way down. But as the defense is changing, there's no icing. So Morse gets it. He sends it up. Looks, and that will be icing on the missed pass to Murphy. And face-off coming up inside the Ashburn zone. Face-off by Cal. That's held in. Oh, they're saying it came out and was offsides before it was punched out by Rubenstein or Radovan. So face-off will happen right outside the Ashburn zone again. That face-off won by Palmyra. They send it in. Pasalescu not able to hold it near side to keep it out, but that is sent out of the zone and sent down the ice. Now working their way up. Tipped. Not enough for icing. Leads, gets it deep. Left down by Cal. Cal gets it. Down to Leeds out front, and there's a shot and a goal. That goal by Ratterman on the assist by Cal and Leeds. And that'll put Ashburn back up by 3, 6-3 with 7:47 remaining here in the third period. I feel like that was kind of necessary for Ashburn to kind of stop the momentum, stop bleeding. Face off there, won by Palmyra. Palmyra working their way up, and there's a shot towards the net, and another shot, glove down. No hand pass inside the defensive zone, so that is a legal play. Now sent out. That gets Feliciano. Or sorry, that's Ryan. Ryan. Sorry, I was trying to reset my camera here. Now towards the net, a shot, a goal by Palmyra. And so now it's 6-4. All of a sudden, back to a 2-goal lead for lead is back down to 2 for Ashburn. Now Rutherford then for this face-off for Ashburn. Rutherford pushes that one forward. He gets it forward to Ryan. Ryan with it now. He dumps it in. Now sent down around behind the net. Now looking. Sent towards the net. Or sent up. Clears the zone. Rebic looking to hold on. Trying to get it through. He's bothered. Now turned over right in front. Saved by DeVos. Cleared away by Rutherford. Rutherford's working his way up. He sends it up. Gets it to Ryan. As it was touched by Ryan. Ryan sends it towards the net. That goes wide of the net. Now working their way out. Palmyra gets it back through center. Coming into the offensive shot towards the net by DeVos. Save. Another save by DeVos. Now Donovan working to try and get it out of the zone. Held in at the line. Blocked away by the defense out front. Bumped up off the puck there by the Palmyra player. And that puck comes out of the zone. So Palmyra will have to reset. And cleared at the zone. Rutherford checked up off the puck as he gets it through. And there's going to be a trip coming up on Donovan as he had gotten his stick right in there. And so that will put Ashburn on a penalty kill with 5:54 remaining here in the third period. Still 6-4. So last time these two met was up at the showcase at the beginning of the year. And Ashburn ended up winning that one in a shootout. So AHF games do go to a shootout. So that face-off won. Now being sent out of the zone. The Palmyra looking to work their way back in here on the power play. Trying to get out of there. They're Rubenstein. Rubenstein gets it out to center. Palmyra recovering it here in their own zone. Looking to reset. Now up to the middle. Nobody covering the player up the middle. Almost had a break. But a shot towards the net. DeVos with the save. Apostolescu sending it up. And that is tipped as they tried to knock it down, so no icing. So the front ref waved it off and then decided not to change its mind. So that face-off won by Palmyra now. Leeds blocks it though and gets it out of the play. Now up to into the offensive zone comes Palmyra as they work it towards the along the far side corner. Now deep into the zone. Rebic giving chase. Now sent around, working its way out. That's going to get down. There's not far enough for icing. So Fleming will go ahead and have to recover that. Taken there by Leeds. Leeds working their way through, trying to get it up to Ratterman. It's intercepted at center, though, by Palmyra, and they will reset. 45 seconds remaining on the penalty to Donovan. Trying to work their way out. Palmyra gets himself back towards the net. Saved by DeVos. I will tell you that Palmyra has certainly caught up in the shots department as they only had 17 after 2 periods, while Ashburn had 30. Right now in this period, 30s, Ashburn has 7 shots on goal and 15 already for Palmyra. So definitely giving chase. Now, giving chase here is Feliciano. Feliciano looking, tries to send it across for O'Neill, intercepted by the defense and worked out of the zone. Now Palmyra working it in the offensive zone. Not able to take it though. Here comes O'Neill. O'Neill sending it up for Feliciano a little bit too far, but enough to get him get it in behind the net. Oh, and a shot towards goes just wide of the net. Van Benton holding the line for Ashburn. Rubenstein sending it down low. O'Neill giving chase. Van Benton holds it, gets it towards the net, but it goes wide. Sent around behind by Feliciano. Rubenstein here in the near side corner working for it. Now with it, O'Neill. Neal tried to get it to Rutherford, who has entered the play now. Van Benton sending it down, keeps it in temporarily, now sent down, and that goes all the way down, and that will be icing, and that will give us a face-off here inside the Palmyra zone. 2:57 remaining in the third period. Ashburn holding on to a 6-4 lead. All right, Rutherford then for this face-off. He ties it up, but it's taken by Palmyra. Palmyra working their way up, trying to get out. It's sent into the zone deep. Now the puck gets away. Rutherford pokes it free. Now sent back, turned back around by Palmyra, keeping it into the offensive zone. Morse sending it up, trying to get it out of the zone. And now sent up. Rutherford gets it out to center. Palmyra will take control of it and try to reset. Now Rutherford with it. He sends it back to Morse to regroup. Morse sends it across to Murphy. Murphy dumps it in. Now being sent around. Wu giving chase behind the net. Rutherford giving chase behind the net. Rutherford with it. He tries to send it back low to Wu, but it is intercepted. Now working her way out through center, Palmyra, but he's got no help as he is. Lots of discussion for penalties that aren't really penalties here by the Palmyra group next to me. So, but here comes Murphy. Murphy working his way in. He's got Wu with him. He sends it across. Oh, he's has Leeds. Leeds he has with him. Now sent back out to center, Revich. Revich resetting as he sends it to Strabutzel. Strabutzel back to Revich. It's good to see Strabutzel back out there after he went down in the second period there. And that is going to be icing. And we will get a face-off back inside the Ashburn zone. There is 1:22 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn holding on to that 2-goal lead. That face-off won by Cal. Pushed back by Palmyra. And that is tipped out of play. And so we'll get a face-off inside the Ashburn zone. Down to 1:15 to play in this game. Now sent back, won by Cal. Revich gets it. He tries to push it up. Raderman not able to get out of there. And now here comes back Strabutzel. Strabutzel to Raderman. Raderman working his way in. Working his way low. Trying to. Now working his way up. Coming through center is Palmyra. Palmyra into the offensive zone. Onsides at the line. Still trying to get through. And that's going to be a penalty on Cal for calling him for rough. There's going to be a timeout here called. He's getting called for rough. And there is a timeout. He's got to be over here. So Palmyra is taking the timeout here. We have 45 seconds remaining in the game. Palmyra will be on a power play, and hopefully for the next 45 seconds they'll be on the power play, and the game will end with them on a power play. But if not, uh, there's 45 seconds for them to get somebody. My guess is that as soon as the face-off happens, that they will go ahead and call for the goaltender to come to the bench as soon as the face-off is taken inside the offensive zone. But 5-on-4 currently for Palmyra. That face-off won by Palmyra. Palmyra working the puck. Ashburn holding on to the box, not giving them any shooting lanes. Palmyra has pulled their goalie, so it's now 6-on-4. Now pushed out of the zone. Not able to get it out of the zone as it's held. Now it's good at the line. Rubenstein trying to get out there. Now a shot towards the net, but it is whiffed on by the Palmyra player. Still working into the zone. There's 9 seconds. 8. A shot towards the net. That goes wide of the net. That's going to go all the way out, and that will do it for this game. And that shot towards the net wouldn't have counted anyway because it didn't go in before the buzzer, but that will do it. 6-4, your final score for this AHF game, game 1 of the day between these two clubs. They will meet again today at 3:50. I will be broadcasting around 3:45, 3:50 again. But that will also be dependent, presuming that we are not behind, as we were behind this morning, which is why I was about 20 minutes late getting back on. But 6-4 win for Ashburn, and we will be back with you here in about 3 hours. So take care, and we'll see you back here on the Rudd Sports broadcast.